Hello, everyone. Welcome back to 48 Now. I'm your digital host, Tatiana White, and it is that time of year again for the Annual Slawburger Festival. I am joined today by event organizer Amy Bird. How are you doing today, Amy?
I am great. I'm so busy. We have an amazing weekend coming up. We've been working on it for a year, and I'm ready for it to be Saturday for sure.
Yes. Well, I'm so excited to hear all about it today. And so, Fayetteville, Tennessee is gearing up for the annual Slawburger Festival happening this Saturday, April 19th, starting at 10 a.m. And it's a celebration of just community and fun. There will be lots of fun activities, including live music, several vendors, outdoor games, photo booths, of course, the one of a kind Slawburger, and much more. This is a family friendly event that you are just not going to want to miss. And so for
Absolutely.
those so for those who don't know, Amy, what is a Slawburger and how did it become such a staple in Fayetteville?
Right. A slaw burger is an all beef patty with a mustard base yellow slaw on the burger. It's sweet and tangy, and it's not your, standard mayonnaise based coleslaw. And it started in Fayetteville around 100 years, over 100 years ago, 1923. And right here on our square, except everybody in town, there's always the debate who had the first slaw burger. So there's several restaurants in town who serve it, but the festival was born in 2015 because anybody can throw a festival, but you want to revolve it around something that is unique to your town, and this is definitely unique to Fayetteville.
Yes, that sounds really good. I feel like I need to try Slawburger at some point.
Yes, it's so good. Yeah, it's different from what a lot of people think. And
Mhm.
you can add cheese, you can add pickles, you can add whatever toppings you want, but I like just the original, just slaw and beef, and it's amazing. And
Yes.
I do have to mention my nails are yellow, the color of slaw. I let the community pick on our signature manicure color from the Petty Shack nail salon here in Fayetteville, and that's the color they picked. I mean, you can't pick a different one, right, for slaw.
Yes, I love it. And so can you tell us a little bit about like the first Slawburger Festival and how it has grown since that first one started?
Yeah, so the first Slawburger Festival was in 2015. I was not a member of the board then. I did not come on the board until 2020, which was COVID year, so we did not have a Slawburger Festival that year. So had we not skipped COVID, this would be the 11th annual Slawburger Festival, but this is actually the 10th. And every year we try to add something different. So, like, one of the things different this year is we're going to be dunking our sheriff and one of our local radio hosts in a dunk tank of slaw during the eating competition. But we've expanded our kids zone. Our kids zone is free. It's just donation only to a local nonprofit called Junior's House, which advocates for children who are victims of abuse, different kinds of abuse. And so that's going to be in our extended Elk Avenue zone. But we have vendors that surround the courthouse. We'll have over 70 vendors this year, everything from barbecue to pork skins, cotton candy, lemonade. So if you think you want like the slaw burger, we still have a lot of different options for you to choose from. Lots of activities for the kids in the kids zone. We'll have 4 different inflatables, two bounce houses, a double giant slide, plus an obstacle course, an inflatable obstacle course. There'll also be water balls. So it's like a giant pool of water, and the kids get in these balls and they can roll around on the water. It's really fun. Plus the trampoline bungee, all the kids love that. So lots of stuff for the kids, an ice cream contest, a slaw dog contest, which is a fashion show for dogs. So your dogs are welcome in downtown Fayetteville this weekend. You'll want to make sure that you enter for those contests at the information booth on the south side. But the tent pole event of the festival, of the Slawburger Festival, is the Slawburger eating competition. And contestants will have 10 minutes to put away as many Slawburgers as they can. Last year, the winner in the men's division ate 14 Slawburgers. So we have the men's division and the women's division, and each winner will win $500 plus a custom barrel top from Jack Daniels. So Jack Daniels is just right up the road from us. And then after the Slawburger eating competition, which again, you'll need to enter for that at the information booth, or you can enter now at slawburgerfestival.com on our schedule page. But after the eating competition, we have live music lined up from 2 to 6 p.m. From 2 to 4, we have some local artists who competed in a rhythm and boots competition in October, and we're super excited for them to perform. And we'll finish out that time frame with the grand champion, William Bain. He's amazing. We're so excited for him. And then starting at 4 o'clock, we have Nashville artist Brian Allison. And you might have seen Brian in Nashville if you've been through the airport. He plays at Blake Shelton's bar. I can't remember what it's called, but he's absolutely amazing. He has a lot of original music, but also his covers are amazing. So when I met him, he was actually covering some Chris Stapleton songs. So he has very great country vibes, and we're so excited to have all that going. But also during the day, we have a beer garden on the south side. We close the street down, and we'll have an orange zone where you can have your beer. It's $5 per beer, and we have 4 different beers on tap. And then you'll receive a color-changing Slawburger Festival cup with the purchase of your beer. So we're so excited for that. But yeah, our whole schedule is at slawburgerfestival.com.
Yes, it sounds like there's so much to do and it's so amazing, and it sounds like it's a lot of work, and now I see why it takes like a year to put all of this together.
Oh,
but
for sure. Yeah. Well, last year, so we use software to track foot traffic. So last year we had 10,000 in attendance, and of course we would
wow.
love for that number to grow, because it's great. Like, really, like, the best part of being a part of this festival is the economic development behind it, because it brings a lot of people to our downtown and they get to see how special it is, and visit our downtown merchants. We have so many wonderful unique shops on our square, and it's really just a great way to show off our downtown.
Yes, and I actually wanted to ask you, like, I know the festival you said takes place in the heart of downtown. So what is like that atmosphere like for an event and festival like this?
Yeah, so it's super exciting. I mean, everybody packs onto that south side during the eating competition, so you really get like a wide angle view of everyone who's there. And it's just truly heartwarming. I mean, our buildings are historic. We have a beautiful courthouse lawn. Kids are running around barefoot on the courthouse lawn and playing. And we also have a historic bandstand, which there's been a bandstand on our courthouse lawn for over 100 years. So it's almost like, you're stepping into Main Street America and like the quintessential Southern small town.
Yes, that sounds so much fun. And I know it helps a lot of the local businesses and the community as a whole. Can you talk a little more about how it helps just the Fayetteville business and community, like this one festival? I know it brings in a lot of like economic growth and community as
Yes.
well.
So our downtown is booming right now. Um, so as we're a nationally accredited Main Street program, and so we track the reinvestment statistics, and we've had a ton of investment in Fayetteville in the past year. So, nobody wants to open a business on a dead square, and we have definitely tried to bring, tons of events downtown to supplement our merchants and to show off their unique products that they have. And when people come from out of town, or people who are local, and they spend money in the town, that tax revenue goes back into our city and any sort of development that we can do.
Yes. And so speaking of some of the restaurants and the businesses and stuff, I was reading that Honey's restaurant still serves the like original slaw burger. And so how does that kind of help? Do they participate at all or bring in their original slaw burger? How does that
Oh,
kind of help preserve?
absolutely. So, yeah, so Honey's has been serving their slaw burgers since 1923, and they are right on the south side of the square. So I know that is one of their busiest days of the year. So you want to make sure that you get that slaw burger. But we also have, you can one restaurant can't feed 10,000 people. So we also have several other vendors who will be selling slaw burgers around the square, and there are a couple other restaurants that sell the slaw burger. But yeah, Lee McAllister at Honey's restaurant, his claim is they were the very first to sell the Slawburger since 1923.
Yes, and I know that's like something big that they take pride in for sure. And
Absolutely.
1923 is, yeah, a long time. So,
Yes.
and do you have like any fun or like favorite memorable stories from past festivals that you would like to share?
Yeah, so I actually told this story this morning. 2 years ago, the festival was over. It was a huge success. We were so excited, and we were cleaning up, and I like pulled a muscle or tweaked my back or something. And the mayor had me lay out on the concrete, and she adjusted my back. That's like one of my most memorable events from Slawburger Festival. But also, I think like just see, like my kids get to enjoy it from a different angle because I'm busy running around, and my 8-year-old has been here with me in the morning getting vendors set up and all that. But just seeing how excited my kids are about Slawburger Festival, and like they've been drawing pictures of them at Slawburger Festival, so just seeing how excited they are for the festival and the kids zone and all of the activities. And the ice cream eating contest, you have to be between 5 and 12 years old to participate. So my middle daughter, she just turned 5 in January. So she has been eagerly anticipating her ice cream contest debut, and she is super excited to be in the contest this year. So just seeing it from my kids' perspective, and seeing them enjoy all the hard work that we've put into it, and knowing that there are so many other families in the community that have the same type memories in downtown at Slawburger Festival.
That is so sweet, and I'm rooting for her. I hope she wins.
I know. So, yeah, so there's two different age divisions. So
Mhm.
unfortunately, my two oldest will be in the same division. So there
Oh
will
no.
be tears, I'm sure. But yeah, so the first age division is 5 to 8 years old, and then the
Mhm.
second is 9 to 12. So it gives, the little kids a little bit
Mhm.
easy. They can't really compete with the 12-year-old. So
Yeah.
yeah, so there are two different age divisions to try to keep that fair.
Yes, that is so sweet. And I love how they have that too, because I know like the adults are going to be the ones doing the slaw burger competition. So like they have
Oh
their
yeah.
own little competition too. So.
Oh, yeah. So you have a competition for the kids, a
Mhm.
competition for the dogs in the
Yeah.
fashion show, or
Oh.
yeah, on the dog walk. They walk the dog walk. There are
Mhm.
three winners in the dog show. And then, like you said, for the adults, the eating competition, and that is
Mhm.
age 18 and older. You have to be 18 to enter that competition and also sign a waiver. So we'll have AJ on there,
Yeah.
sign a waiver.
Yes, my fellow digital host AJ, I am rooting for him.
Yeah, I'm rooting for him too. Yeah.
Yes. And when and where should people like show up? And do they need
Yeah.
like tickets to attend, or is it free entry?
It's totally free, but obviously bring your money because we'll have so many vendors for you to enjoy. And it starts officially at 10 o'clock, but our opening ceremony is at 11 o'clock, and we'll have the Star Spangled Banner, Pledge of Allegiance, and an opening prayer. But then the contests start kicking off at 12, and then we're just nonstop from there. But they can get the full schedule at slawburgerfestival.com on the schedule tab.
Awesome. And are there any tips that you have for like first time visitors coming in for the festival?
Yeah. So all the parking is free. So you don't have to worry about parking. Um, you know, wear sunscreen. It's going to be a beautiful day Saturday. Bring your lawn chair because you'll want to set up and listen to the music, I'm sure, after the eating competition. So yeah, just come and plan to stay all day and enjoy our small town life. Like it's just like I said earlier, we're like the quintessential Southern small town, and everyone is just so hospitable and so excited to have visitors into our town. And we really look forward to this day every year.
Yes, that's amazing. And for someone who's like never experienced the Slawburger Festival before, why should they make the trip this year? Like, what would you say to encourage them to come out?
I think it's just so much fun. I mean, so much free fun, really. Of course, you want to pay for your food and anything that you purchase from the vendors. But I mean, the live music, the atmosphere, it's just it's just going to be a beautiful day downtown, and we just really love showing off our town. And I think that it's kind of a glimpse into yesterday's Main Street America when you get to visit a town like Fayetteville.
Yes, it definitely seems like a very small and family oriented town. And so I know you guys are going to make sure everybody has a great time at this
Absolutely.
year's festival. And is there any final messages you would like to share about Slawburger Festival? Anything that we might have missed or didn't touch on?
Yeah. So I'm sure I missed a lot of things because we have so much that happens throughout the day from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. But just make sure you can go on our Facebook or Instagram, Fayetteville Main Street. But you can also get the entire schedule on slawburgerfestival.com.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Amy. And this sounds so amazing. And I hope I can make it out there and enjoy a slaw burger. I've
Yes,
never had one, but it sounds great.
we'd love to have you. We'd love to have you for sure.
Yes. And so thank you all for tuning into 48 Now. And make sure to check out this year's Slawburger Festival in Fayetteville on Saturday, April 19th, starting at 10 a.m. at the historic Fayetteville Downtown Square. Come on out and enjoy a delicious slaw burger, fun games, live music, and fun family vibes. I hope you all have a great rest of your day.